What is cracking, YouTube? JT, I am the Tie here, bringing you guys yet again another episode of the Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. Anyhow, I got a snowboard, and you want me to teach me how to ride one? Nope. Alright, big head, don't blame me if you get hurt. Alright. Be careful. And we guys got a little bit of snowboarding going on here. If you guys are wondering how the heck to snowboard, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I think it's left and right, and you can hold like L1 and R1, and it allows you to like to veer more sharply in either direction, I think. Yeah. And basically, you know, you can, I don't think there's anything that you need to do. I mean, there's a ton of like really cool things you can do later on in the game, but this reminds me a lot of Cool Borders, by the way, which is like one of the coolest games ever on the PlayStation. Not really Cool Borders, but like Cool Borders 3 was awesome. Okay, I just hit a snowman. There is no man like a snowman, and this really makes me want Christmas to come early. So, and I can't wait for Christmas, even though it's so far away still. Actually, technically, it's not really far away, because you know, you hope that Christmas comes really early, like all year. So now that we're like sitting in November, which is probably when this episode is gonna go up. Man, I can't snowboard for shit. I'm terrible. Okay, but no, this reminds me of, if I can share like a really cool, well, not a really cool story. I'll show you guys like the lamest story ever in my life. So you know, like I live in California, and I've been down to Mammoth before, but I'm like really not like a snow person per se. So I think when I asked my sister like how I should dress like my big sister, she's always been like really cautious, and she likes to play mind games with me. So she's like, oh, you gotta dress up really warm, you're gonna be super cold, and you're gonna it's gonna be really miserable for you. So I sat there for a little bit, and I was like, man, so okay, so what should I wear then? I guess I'll put on one of those like snow jackets, right? So I wear a snow jacket, and here we go. Let's speed this up a little bit. If you hold forward, then you go really fast. Whee! Okay, that did not work. Dude, we're going at 100 kilometers an hour. Oh! Okay, that would kill you. 100 kilometers an hour is ridiculously fast, I think. I don't run in the metric system. We run in miles per hour in America. Kote, is that really... that is fast as hell, right? Am I right? I know Kote watches this vid. So... Okay, but I'm totally eating garbage right now. But basically, she told me to wear like a snow jacket. So I'm like, okay, so I wear a snow jacket. But because I'm like... I don't know how hot it or how cold it's gonna be. You know, I put on another snow jacket over my snow jacket. So I go out into the snow, and I am sweating bullets out there because I'm so hot. I'm like, I'm so miserable. I'm going to die. I was like, so I actually sat there in the snow. I was like rolling around in the snow trying to cool off because I had too many jackets on in the middle of the winter in the Mammoth area. So it was just it was so terrible, so terrible. And the worst thing is that I remember, oh crap. Okay, if you hit a tree when you're snowboarding, yeah, good things don't happen. You don't just get up and just start, like, don't try this at home, kids. But why are there so many trees? Okay. The thing is, like, I went down to Mammoth, and the time when I went over there, I was like trying to impress this one girl that I really liked at the time, and she was doing like all these other things. So you know, I'm sitting there and I'm like dying because I'm sweating because it's so hot. So I'm like, okay, well that's not very sexy at all, right? And then another time I'm sitting there, and the thing is, like, they rented out like one of those places in Mammoth, but the person who was running the place at the time, she was a vegetarian, so she had no meat. And if you guys know me, I'm like, I feel kind of carnivorous. I can't just eat vegetables alone. Like, I have to have a little bit of meat with something. If I don't have some protein, like, I go crazy. Like, I actually just go crazy. Okay, I don't remember which path to take, so I'm just gonna take the right one. So that's the first right. I believe there's like 2 forks that you can do both times. So I'm gonna take the right one and then the other right one, and we'll see where that goes. Oh crap! Giant rock. Why is there a rock here? And why does the rock disappear? But you know, I was sitting there. Oh god, freaking A! Snowballs everywhere. But you know, I'm sitting there, and then I can't stop running into rocks. But they had no meat, so I basically, like, what happens is that all they had, you know, was like all the crap that like vegetarians eat that aren't very good. And it was really funny because I think if you've ever like looked at like vegetarian food, it's like meat flavored. So it's like they want to eat meat but they don't. So, but anyway, I digress. I'm sitting there and I'm dying because I need some meat in my life, and I got no meat. And I'm gonna take another right here. I'll take a double right. But I'm dying because I like how, oh god, there's Moogles everywhere. Okay. Whoa, freaking A. Freaking A! I'm sorry, Moogle. But I'm like, eventually I get to a point where like, I can't do anything. Why is there an igloo here? I can't do anything anymore. I'm sitting there, because I'm gonna pass out. Okay, that was the Moogle's fault. He stopped right in front of me. Friggin' A. God. Okay. But I can't focus, I can't concentrate, I couldn't do anything anymore, I like had no energy, it like sapped all the life out of me, so I'm crawling up and down the stairs, and she walks up to me and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I need meat. So I'm safe to say, like, I never went out with her, but she didn't go out with me for good reason, because I was just, oh, I was so terrible. I do not handle the cold particularly well, in that fashion. I'm so shameful. I'm sure that, like, my cousin and then other people would have to agree. Oh, you're so terrible at snowboarding, Cloud. Why do you even try? I guess we're still in one piece. That's good, right? Hey, is everyone alright? Yeah, somehow, because of your terrible snowboarding skills. God, I can't stand it. Where did we land? It looks like we've jumped pretty far. Oh yeah, we got the map, right? Well, look at the map by pressing the square button. Sure as cold will freeze if we stay here any longer. Okay, but I'm gonna pause this game for a second and go check something really quickly. I'll be right back in a second, guys. Alright, guys, I am back, and here we go. What the hell is this area? I don't remember where the hell I am anymore. But I just know that there's a couple of good items in this area. The one thing that you do want to know is you can't wander around out in the tundra, or whatever the heck you want to call this, for too long. Eventually you pass out from the sheer cold of it all. I think it's pretty accurate, right? Actually, I think you die when you're out in the cold for too long in real life. Have you ever seen, like, Man vs. Wild, when the guy, like, does stupid things the entire time? I think, like, Blame Truth was doing, like, a Man vs. Wild game or something. I didn't even know that they had a game, but apparently it was, like, really, really awful. It sounded like it was really awful when I was reading it. Like, I didn't even click on any of the Man vs. Wild videos. And it's not because I, like, don't like Blame Truth. It's because I'm, like... Yeah, because, you know, it's funny, it's like, I feel bad because I'm always, like, a very positive person, but I hear, like, a Man vs. Wild game, and I'm like, well, that can't be very good, right? So... go ahead and do that, but you know, I've shared a story to wrap up basically the story that I was telling you before while I was snowboarding really terribly. I go to Mammoth because I'm trying to impress a girl. I put on way too many snowsuits. I pass out from like the sheer warmth of it all, so that was terrible. And then to top it all off, I'm like in a vegetarian household, and because I need protein and I need meat in order to function, I can't function. I crawl, and she has to like find corned beef somewhere and then like feed it to me. I don't think I told you guys that particular part of the story. So I did not look good on all accounts. So this is the very front of the cliffside. I believe this is spot number 1. So there's a couple of items that you want to get in the cliff, but I wanted to ask you guys, because I've shared a little portion of my life, a little bit of a fail in my life, so to speak, with you guys. Relationship troubles. You guys got some? Let me know down in the comments below. The ones where you've been completely ridiculous and maybe completely struck out, because I sure as hell struck out on that one. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Definitely not going to take girls to go to Mammoth next time, or I'm going to get myself my own snowsuit, and I'm not going to wear 2, and I will get a cabin with meat and all the different things that I need to function. That way I can bring my A game. If you guys got like a ridiculously terrible story where you're just completely awful, let me know down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from it. That way I don't feel completely ridiculous. So anyway, we got 1500 experience, and where the heck should I go? There's a couple of items, like I mentioned before. I'm getting sidetracked here. That's what's happening right now. Couple of good items. They have all materia, 1, that's really, really good, and then in order to get the Alexander materia, which is a summon holy elemental, which I believe is the only holy elemental fighting move in the entire game for Final Fantasy VII, you have to find the hot springs, you have to touch it, and before you pass out from the sheer cold, then you have to find that lady that the guy was mentioning back at Icicle Inn, and you have to try to touch her with your hand, and then you have to piss her off, and then you have to win the fight, and then pick up the Alexander materia. And just for like the worst thing that ever happened to me was that I defeated her. The Alexander materia was on the ground, and as I approached it, my character passed out, because there's a time limit for how long you can be out in the snow. So my character passed out right in front of the Alexander materia. So I had to wander all the way back in order to try to find it, and that was complete murder. Complete murder. And it made me really, really sad. But anyway, I have no idea where the hell I'm going. You know, obviously you can look at the little map. I believe you press the square button. Okay, I thought that was the square button. What the hell? Because I picked up the map, did I not? I totally picked up the map. Here we go. I'm just in a pathway. I believe that we're by that... If I recall correctly, if you continue on over there, then that gets you to that one icicle igloo place out in the middle of nowhere that was on the map. And I believe that that has a safety bit, but I don't really care too much about the safety bit. Okay, mini Megatron's here. I don't even know what the heck these guys are weak against, but I'm assuming, because I'm in the middle of an icy area, that throwing fire on them would do the trick. I'm really just looking at this guide right now, because I got no idea where the hell I'm going. So, they have it labeled as like 4 on the little map that I'm looking at right now, and I believe that 9 is where the hot spring is, 9 or 8. So I think what I need to do is I need to go right from here, and that'll get me to the hot spring. And then in order to get to the woman, I have to get myself over to spot number 13, which is like on the very top right corner of the map. So that is man, that is murder right here. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so let's keep on trying this. Oh my god, I get to play Slash again. Oh, triple yeah. I'm so good at that. I love the Tiger Fang thing that she's got right now. I think that would hurt so badly. You know, like when they have like the brass knuckles in the WWE or the WWF. I'm so sick. How did I not kill this guy in one hit yet? Really? Okay. I feel like that was totally excessive, the amount of damage that I did to him. Okay, now he's dead. He did a ton of damage. Okay, maybe I should heal my characters up a little bit, but that would hurt so much. And you know, it's like, even though it's like play, like all that wrestling, all that professional wrestling is totally fake, it still hurts if you get hit by a brass knuckle. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's really, really painful. So, not that I've been punched in the face by a brass knuckle. I just know that being punched in the face. Well, I've never been punched in the face actually, but I've been like, actually, I've been kicked in the face before, but it was by this little kid who just decided to pick a fight with me for some reason, and he got what he deserved because, come on, you can't mess with me. So here we go. I think you go this way, and I believe that takes you to where you want to go. I honestly don't even know. I'm just kind of wandering around, guys. But I mean, there's a couple of items that I guess you can get in the area. But okay, I am out in the middle of nowhere. Snow from miles and miles away. I feel like I'm going to the Great White North. This is terrible. No Santa Claus, no nothing, and these guys are ugly as hell. So here we go. I don't know if I fought these guys yet, but you know, obviously you guys have seen all the weapons and everything, so I think I'm gonna cut this battle out. I will be back. I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, so let's keep on wandering through the snow. This terrible blizzard. Terrible. Why did Cloud and Tifa and Yuffie not buy like clothes to dress up more warmly? Okay, where the hell is this? I have no idea. Why is there so many different areas that I can go to? Why is there a fork in the road? I don't think that I need to get to a fork. This is terrible. Okay, I'm gonna go in the other direction. And I can't wander around for too long, because I need to find a hot spring, I need to touch it, and then I need to find that other girl, and then I need to touch her. Sounds so weird, but it's true. I gotta find the hot spring, touch a dirty hot spring, touch a hot chick apparently, get her to attack me, and then take materia from her. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And you think that the tree would be a marker. I feel like you need to bring like flags or something with you in order to find yourself around this area. I mean, because wandering out in the wilderness, you need like the buddy system, you need something. So, okay, I just feel like I've walked through this area already. Am I just gonna walk around in circles? It's like the endless staircase in Super Mario 64. Oh man. Okay, this totally feels like the endless staircase. What the hell? Where am I? What is going on here? Okay, so there's more wolves, and obviously, you know, hit them with fire elemental. You guys know, you know the drill. I'll be back in a second. Alright, continuing our trek up this area. I feel like I'm just walking around in a circle right now, because that looks like... Oh, okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, I got a fork. I got a fork in the road. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I thought that I was supposed to run into a hot spring, right? Yeah, there's a hot spring. Where the hell is the hot spring? She got the hot this morning. She got the hots. Okay, but if you go up to that top right corner, I believe that's how you can get to the lady. So let's do this really, really quickly. Okay, I'm really hoping this is the way that I'm supposed to go. I think you go this way. And I think it's really awkward that I'm like moving downward, but I think I'm still moving upward. I don't know what the hell's up with this camera angle. It's completely discombobulating. And like normally people are trying to get to the check mark at the top of the cliff, but I am not. I'm just trying to collect items. Because the thing is that if you pass out in the cold, you end up at the base of the cliffs anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, like, you can't not get out of this area. The only thing that happens is that you can collect a lot of really cool items while you're wandering around, so... Man, but this is such a mind twister. I want to create, like, new phrases for when your mind gets discombobulated. It's a mind pretzel, it's a mind bop it, twist it, pull it. Let's keep on going. Where? Okay, hot. Oh, no! Go back. You just see that? That was water. That was smoking. That has to be a hot spring. Hot spring. Can I touch that? This is the only place not frozen. Okay, I'm touching it. It's a hot spring. Perfect. Perfect. I got it. Okay, I got the hot spring. I believe this is how I can get to that. I can piss off that lady now. I'm gonna go try to touch a chick now, which totally doesn't fit in with the story that I just told. And then they wonder why I fail with the ladies. Well, way back when. So, although I don't think I'm like super successful with women now. I just feel like I'm more comfortable in my own skin. But that is besides the point. Need more of these things from the movie Alien. God, those things are ugly as hell. And that's weird because, you know, it's like, have you ever seen, like, a magnified version of, I think it's like a millipede? I think it might be a millipede. But there are these bugs that exist in the Midwest, and I swear that, I'm like, are these even from the planet Earth? I'm like, I don't even know how these bugs came around. Like, I feel like they would have got killed by, like, anything that saw them, or... if it was just a lot of women in the area, they all just ran, and then they made all the guys kill it, and the guys were like, oh, don't worry, it's just a millipede. No! No! I passed out from the cold. Son of a... Ah, okay. That's what I was talking about, guys. But you have, like, a limited time frame to do it. Hey, yo, you awake? Hey, man, your wife's been waiting for you for 20 years. She probably wants some, just saying. You collapsed at the Great Glacier. It's a miracle that you're alright. My name is Halzoff. I've been living here 20 years now. If you're planning on heading north, you'd better listen to my story. Okay. Why don't we go to the next room and sit down? Always weird when an old man says that, but, I will oblige with that. You ever heard about those who challenged the cliff? Yeah, they died, right? The first time my friend Yamsky and I tried to climb the cliff was 30 years ago, but we weren't prepared for it. We did expect the temperature to be low, but... on that cliff, there's always a biting cold wind. The cold air lowers your body temperature. Yamsky was below me. He cut his own rope. And I didn't even notice. Because it was frigid cold out there, right? Ever since then, I've settled here, continuing to challenge the cliff and to provide warning and shelter to my fellow climbers. If you're going to climb the cliff, there's 2 precautions that you're going to need to take. First, check your route. It's hard to find because of all the snow. And second, you're going to once you get to the ledge, make sure that you warm yourself up by shivering, basically. Understand? Yeah, I do. You must have used a lot of your energy getting up here. Better get some rest before you head out. But you can rest for free here, which is pretty cool. And obviously, we're in Mr. Halzoff, his like little base camp, like Blizzard's base camp from Donkey Kong Country 3. You can rest here, and there's a save point, which I didn't have before, so I'm going to go ahead and just save the game really quickly. And I'm going to wander around Great Glacier some more, guys, so I will be back in just a bit.